All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are tackling something that, well, it feels like it's pulled straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it is very, very real. We're talking about quantum technologies. Let's jump in.
And you know what? That is not an exaggeration. Not even a little bit. What we're talking about here is a shift so big it's going to redefine, well, pretty much everything. But to really get a grip on where we're headed, we've got to start with how things work right now.
And this whole massive shift, it really boils down to one tiny, fundamental change. We have to rethink the very building block of our digital world. The good old bit.
Okay, so look at this. This is the whole ball game right here. Forever, basically. Everything we've built, your phone, the internet, the most powerful computers on Earth, they all run on this simple idea, the classical bit. Think of it like a light switch. It's on or it's off, a 1 or a 0. That's it. But then you have the quantum bit, or qubit, and this thing, it's on another level. A qubit can be a 0, it can be a 1, and here's the crazy part, it can be both at the same time. That's not just a little upgrade, folks. That is a whole new dimension of reality for information.
So, you're probably thinking, how is that even possible? And listen, it sounds like magic, I get it. But it's not. It's physics. It's all powered by the truly strange and frankly wonderful laws of quantum mechanics, the rulebook for how the universe works at the smallest, most fundamental level. So, let's go ahead and crack open that rulebook, shall we? Now, quantum mechanics can get really, really weird and complicated, but don't worry. To get what makes these qubits so powerful, you just need to understand two key principles. Just two. First up, superposition. The spinning coin analogy on the slide is perfect. Think about it. While that coin is spinning in the air, is it heads or tails? Well, it's neither. And it's also kind of both, right? It's in a state of potential. A qubit in superposition is exactly like that spinning coin. It's holding on to way more information than a simple on or off bit ever could. This ability to be in multiple states at once is what gives quantum computers their incredible foundational power. And just when you think it can't get any weirder, we have entanglement. Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance, and for good reason. Imagine you have two particles that are linked, like cosmic twins. If you measure one and find out what it's doing, you instantly know what the other one is doing. And I mean instantly. It doesn't matter if it's right next to it or on the other side of the freaking universe. This connection is what creates this unbelievably powerful network. The qubits aren't just working side by side. They are working together in a way that's exponentially more powerful. Okay, so we've got these two mind-bending rules, superposition and entanglement. It's cool, it's weird, but what's the point, right? Why does any of this matter? Well, this is where it all comes together. This is where the theory smashes into reality and starts to unlock problems we literally thought were impossible to solve. Yeah, the really crucial thing to get here is that superposition and entanglement are not just cool party tricks for physicists. When you combine them, you get a kind of computing power that can take on problems so ridiculously complex that our best supercomputers today would just give up. They couldn't even start. We are talking about a completely new league of problem solving. And look at the kind of problems we're talking about. We're talking about designing life-saving drugs by modeling molecules with absolute precision. We're talking about creating cryptography, security codes that are mathematically unbreakable. Imagine being able to optimize global supply chains to be perfectly efficient with zero waste, or tackling climate change with models that can actually predict what's going to happen. These aren't just small steps forward. These are giant leaps into whole new frontiers. And you've got to understand, this is not something happening in a lab somewhere that we'll maybe see in 50 years. No way. The race to master this technology is on. It's happening right now, and the stakes could not be higher. And I mean, just look who's placing their bets. This isn't some niche hobby. We're seeing this massive, coordinated push from the biggest players on the planet. Governments are pouring money into national quantum strategies. The top universities are driving the groundbreaking research. And of course, the huge tech giants are in a flat-out race to build the actual machines. When you see all of these groups go all in like this, you know a revolution isn't just coming, it's already here. And they are not messing around with the money either. They're backing this up with serious capital.
We're not talking millions here. We are talking billions upon billions of dollars being pumped into R&D. This is the kind of money you spend when you see the future coming and you're determined to own a piece of it. It's a crystal clear signal that the world's powers see the quantum age as an absolute inevitability.
Just let that quote sink in for a second. This is not science fiction. This is not about what our grandkids are going to see. The breakthroughs are happening now. The foundations are being built now. This revolution is happening in our lifetime.
So with all this momentum, with this revolution happening right under our noses, it brings up a really personal question, doesn't it? What does all of this mean for you?
Well, for anyone out there who's a student, an innovator, a creator, an entrepreneur, this is it. This is the next great frontier. It's a wide open field with huge, fundamental problems that need solving, and entire new industries that are just waiting to be born. This is a massive, massive opportunity. So, as we stand here, right at the beginning of this new quantum age, the question really isn't if it's going to change the world. It is. The real question is how, and maybe more importantly, what part will you play in it? The revolution is here. The only question left is, will you be part of it?